Hey guys, what's up? Anyway, so before I show you what I gotta show you, someone had asked me if I had any more Rugrats stuff, and no, those are the only two uh, stuff from Rugrats that I have are the two dolls. So here's the thing. So, okay, so those two dolls where I got them in 2020, 26 years ago. This is 2026, right? Yes. Okay. Don't know what year. 26. 20. This is 20. We're in 2026 now. So I got the dolls 26 years ago. Okay. And there was a store in the Westfield Old Orchard Mall in Skokie, Illinois, and it was a Nickelodeon store. So, and I know at the time you probably could get these two at Toys R Us when they had them when they were first come out. I don't think you can buy them anymore, but that's where I got them at the Nickelodeon store. And yes, like I said, they do still work. Yeah. So anyway, talk about vintage. Okay. So what I want to show you, do you guys remember a toy, a specific toy, but I have two to show you. A specific toy called, the first one I'm going to show you is called a My Pet Monster. I'm going to tell you the story behind it before I show you. So do you guys remember the My Pet Monster? I don't know if you do or not, but um anyway, and if you don't, I'm going to feel so old. So these two particular toys that I'm going to show you came out around the same time in the 80s. I don't exactly remember the exact year. So I don't know. And I'm not sure if you can get them anymore. So, but anyway, like I said, the first one I'm going to show you is the My Pet Monster. And the story is, I had one when I was little. If you remember Toy Story 4, the Lotsa Huggin' Bear, he was telling his story when he got lost, and then he had the doll with him, and the kid replaced the bear. Remember that? Remember that scene? Yeah, that reminds me of the My Pet Monster. So, when I was little, I had a My Pet Monster, and he came with orange, really bright orange chains, and they were rubberish, plasticish, and they were breakaway chains, and then you put them in the middle, you put them together, and you break them away, breakaway chains, and so, so yeah, so um, so when I used to go out, when I was able to go out to Chicago, this was pre-pandemic, okay. When I was able to go out to Chicago on Fridays, and I would go see my friend Margaret, and she lives in Andersonville. She has two roommates. Then, well, they're iffy, and but that's another story. But anyway, when we would go, so I would go there, and I kid you not, I would have to leave my house at 5 o'clock in the morning just to catch the bus to go down there. Okay, so, and I would leave there at 12:30 to get the bus home and everything. So yeah. So anyway, so pre-pandemic, we would go to Starbucks. There's a store. Sorry, hold on. There's a store across. There was a store across the street from Starbucks called Rad Vintage, and you could find vintage toys, clothes, lunch boxes, whatever, anything vintage. So we're walking past it. I'm like, Margaret, I'm like, Margaret, Dennis. I'm like, that's a My Pet Monster, and they're like, that's a what? And I'm like, really? You gonna make me old? Because they're older than me, and they didn't know what it was. And I was explaining to them that I had one when I was little. And when the store opened, I go to the guy. We go in, and I go to the guy. That's a My Pet Monster. He's like, yup. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, how much is he? He's like $400. I'm like, I'm like, okay. If you can hold him for me, I will save up the money and I'll buy him. And he's like, okay. So we put him in the back so no one would, so he wasn't in the window, so no one else would buy him. So I saved up the money and I bought him. So here's the My Pet Monster. As you can see, he is huge. He is in great condition. There's no holes or anything. Oh my god, And yeah, so he's huggable, as you can see. Now, now now he doesn't have the chains, but the guy's like, well, for like extra $20, I'll see if I can get the chains for you. And I said, okay, great. And he's like, well, don't give me the money yet because I don't know if I can get them. Well, he couldn't, but he tried. So that's really what counts. So yes, I got the My Pet Monster back. So yeah, it was kind of like that. So like I said, yeah. So now, do you also remember the Popples? They came out around the same time that the My Pet Monster did. That the My Pet Monsters did. So that toy did. So if you don't remember, I'm gonna refresh your memory, and if you don't know, again, I'm gonna feel really old. A popple. This is a popple. Now they kind of look like a bear, as you could see. This one is rolled up. I think this one is a girl, but you can tell between the girls. I think this one's a girl. And so, but with the popples, you can see pops out like that, and it kind of looks like a bear. Is she cute? And she has a cute little the popple tail. Oh yes, popple. There's the trademark. Whoops, if you can see that, it said popples. So that's how you can tell this is an official popple. So, and also when you're not playing with her, there you go, and back into a ball. So anyway, that's the other vintage. Those are the only. These are the only vintage toys I have. The Rugrats. Well, those weren't really vintage, but these two are vintage. I don't have any more vintage toys. The toys I have now are current. Okay. Oh, actually, maybe I might have another one, but I don't have time to show you that one. I'll have to show you that one in another vlog, in the next one. So anyway, so those are my two vintage toys for now. I think I do have one more, but I don't have time to show you. So I have to show you in the next vlog. So I'm gonna hype it up. Ha 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 ha. So y'all are gonna have to wait. Anyway, also I saw the new Mario movie, Mario Galaxy. It's awesome, by the way. I knew I was going to like it because I loved the first two, and I have the first two on Blu-ray. I love them both. And the third one is awesome. I highly recommend it. Although, yeah, it was great. So, but yeah, definitely highly recommend it. So, yeah, so in the next vlog, I will show you the last. I don't know if it's vintage. It probably might be. I don't know. But anyway. So I guess that's about it. And I will let you guys go. And I will talk to you again soon. Okay, bye. Oh, whoops. Okay, blooper. Keeping that in. So I will talk to you guys again soon. So, bye for now.